Hello, everyone. Blue Star Saber here with
NaruSaku fan in Kentucky?
And VanitasDS?
yes, and we are here to do a NaruSaku discussion, which I will admit it's taking an hour longer than I intended to start, but that's what happens when you get a phone call from your mother, and perhaps maybe not preparing late with let's see, discussing what is going to be our top 10 amongst the group. So yeah. But everyone, happy NaruSaku Day. For those who do not know, not April 3rd is the day we celebrate NaruSaku, and as a Jump once put in 2010 its official calendar as the day Naruto fell in love with Sakura, and as a result, NaruSaku fans have celebrated that every year. And we even made the day the birthday of usually the popular fan fiction character Hanami Uzumaki, who is often regarded as Naruto and Sakura's daughter.
Happy birthday, Hanami.
Yes, happy birthday, Hanami.
Though it can also be, I think, let's see, there's also Hanato and Hinata, Hakano or something. There's another one, but I can't really. But that's sometimes if that is used as like an army's twin or something. But we're not really here to discuss that. We're here to discuss the top 10 moments. As you know, despite what Hina fans and some NaruSaku fans, or some. Sorry, what?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. And Vanitas, perhaps maybe you mute yourself while I'm just briefly talking. Sorry. I think okay, never mind. It seems to be fine now. But yeah, as we know, we get lots of criticism of oh, we don't have enough moments, and let's see, now Hina and Sasusaku are the better ships. But as we can tell from this lovely collage that I've basically I've put the wrong one. Damn it. Hold on, let me just find it. Let's see, nope, not here. Yeah. Stop sharing. Let me just let's see, that was an error on my part. Shoot. This is going wrong for me right now. Let's see, I did not want Shanks. Let's see, no, Shanks is a good character. Whoops, not that one.
Shanks is awesome.
Let's see, hold on. Okay, there we go. This is what I wanted. What? Not? I'm not. Oh wait, actually, I did share. I did share it first time. Sorry. Yeah, the collage. As we see here, let's see. NaruSaku has definitely a lot more moments than either Narihina or Sasusaku.
Of course. I don't think Narihina had that much.
Oh, I'm sure. What?
I thought it'd be smaller with Narihina.
Well, to be fair, I think Chaz is putting every encounter between these characters as well, not necessarily the moments. Right. But yeah, NaruSaku has a lot more moments. But between the three of us, we of course been debating. We're just deciding what would be our top three amongst the three of us. Now, after a bit of complication of how to decide that between the three of us. Let's see. Between the three of us, we've come up with, I think, Kentucky. No, wait, this is Vanitas. You put the hug after pain. Naruto asking if Sakura's his girlfriend. Let's see. The Tenchi Bridge. The CPR. Sakura trying to feed Naruto. Naruto saying he protects Sakura from Gaara. Sakura trying to raise her hand to protect Naruto's dreams. Sakura believing in Naruto against Kiba. Sakura saying she won't be dead weight. Naruto saying Sakura isn't a coward and Sakura Naruto's reunion. Let's see, Kentucky, I believe you put the CPR, Sakura raising her hand, Sakura saving her from Gaara, Sakura feeding Naruto, Naruto meeting Sakura in part 2, charming forehead, then planning against Kakashi, Tenchi Bridge, the hug after pain, and find a girl like her. And I've put, are you his girlfriend? Tenchi Bridge, Sakura saving Naruto's life walk, NaruSaku hard after pain invasion, the reunion in part 2, Naruto's vows to protect in the Gaara fight, promise of a lifetime, Sakura learns about the Jinchuriki, and I Don't See Your Dreams Crushed, and Chopsticks. Now, before we begin with the top 10 among those, why not give each of your brief reasons of why you've picked the 10 you did? We'll start with Vanitas, since you're the first time on this channel.
All right. Well,
Those who didn't know, Kentucky and VanitasDS and I have done a lot of podcasts on Lucky Cheese channel. These two have done quite a fair share of their own podcasts on Kentucky's channel.
Yes, we have. All right, so do you want me to go in from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
Whichever order you prefer.
I'll go 10 to 1. Okay, for the reunion, I just like seeing how much both of them grew and their bonding grew more as they got back together. Number 9 is that's more when Sakura's calling out in the force of death to Sasuke that Naruto isn't a coward for that, because she's actually more believing in him there.
Also, arguably the first time Sakura ever stands up against Sasuke.
Yes, she didn't do that more. Okay, the Kiba one, that's also rolling the same. That Naruto's changed over from when she first knew him. That there is more to him than the goofball. And 7 is pretending his dream. That was more like she really wanted him to succeed, and she's putting him over her needs. And then 6, but the Gaara one is Naruto wanting to save her because she means so much to him that he'll do anything to save her. And Sakura trying to feed him is more so showing more how their bond has grown over the course.
Only for Sai to ruin that moment.
Yeah, and Kakashi, but up until then, it was a really good scene.
Go on.
They're starting to grow closer. And the CPR scene is pretty much like
their kiss.
CPR is more like the culmination of like everything, I feel.
Let's see, Sakura using a medical ninjutsu, Sakura worrying about Naruto's life, and Sakura saying how close to Naruto's dream is, right?
And Tenchi Bridge is like, that's really where she sees like the promise she made is not what she wanted, that if Naruto's going to be that hurt by it and turning into the Four Tails. And the girlfriend thing, I just like it because it shows like the parallels between Kushina and Sakura. But my favorite one is the hug, where it's probably the best scene for them.
It was also the last good moment before everything turned to crap.
You forgot the CPR scene.
Yeah, well, that and the Kushina arc was pretty good, but other than that, the war arc was crap.
Okay, and what was your top moment again?
Was the hug after pain, where it's just I just feel it's like their best moment.
All right, Kentucky. Let's see. Why did you pick your top 10?
Well, first I picked Kushina. I picked number 10 because I believe she was foreshadowing Naruto getting with Sakura, and I still believe that to this day.
Okay, and this was confirmed with the "you ask your girlfriend" moment.
Yep. Number 9, the hug after pain. I just love that everyone. I just believe it was Sakura thanking Naruto for saving us.
Take your time.
Yeah, no, and I believe it was a moment that made a lot of people ship it, including me. And I believe, and not to smile, I believe, had Kishi not been interfered, I believe this was when her character was starting to develop into accepting NaruSaku. 8, the Tenji Bridge arc is like what Vanitas said, and she was crying for him just to save him. Number 7, they're planning against Kakashi. I like that moment because it showed them as a battle couple.
Okay.
The charming forehead. I love that scene because because
it's basically showing to Sakura that, well, she does not realize it. It's basically Naruto knows exactly what to say to compliment her, right?
yes,
Mhm.
and I still can't believe that they never referenced that again.
Yeah,
So-
it's arguably a Chekhov's gun that has never been fired.
I feel most of Naruto is all that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, continue.
Sakura feeding Naruto. He's been wanting that all his life, and when it finally was about to happen, Sai interfered. Thanks a lot, Sai. And 3, number 3, Naruto saving her from guard. It shows what that he will always be there for her no matter what, and that was one of the first moments. I know it's not the first one of them, at least. And number 2, I think it was great for Sakura's character development to raise her hand for Naruto. She didn't do it for Sasuke. She didn't do it for herself. She did it for Naruto. And Hinata was willing to cheat for him, and I believe Sakura was more impactful.
Okay.
And number 1, CPR. Enough said. I just
Okay. Let's see. Basically, it's the combination of every moment of Naruto Sakura, like I think Vanitas was saying.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, for me, I've put for mine, let's see, number 10, chopsticks. A sort of nice, touching moment between Naruto and Sakura, where after Naruto, since Sakura is once again scolding Naruto for injuring himself, but talks about how they're getting closer to achieving their goal of saving Sasuke. Sakura just smiles and decides that, okay, thinking back to that little flashback, decides to feed Naruto, and Naruto's blushing is like, is Sakura really about to feed me? Which, of course, it's a apparently very significant in Japan culture when a girl tries to feed a boy. But of course, Sai ruins it. But I do feel like it leads to Sai eventually realizing, okay, Naruto likes Sakura. Let's see. Number 10, I don't want to see your dreams crush. Arguably, this is the moment where Sakura finally seems to support Naruto's dream, at the very least. Perhaps she's not 100% convinced that he will just get there yet, but at the very least, she does want Naruto to succeed. And as a result, he doesn't want this moment of failure to happen. If he fails the exam now, he'll never become a Hokage again, which is the case, which wasn't the case, but that's what she was led to believe at the time. Sakura learning how the Jinchuriki dies. Arguably, for me, this is the moment where Sakura really understands just how much Naruto's life is in danger dealing with these Akatsuki. She's seen just how powerful this fake Itachi is, and as a result, realizes just what kind of people Naruto are going after Naruto, and just how much his life is in danger just for having the nine-tailed fox inside her, which I think she learned at the beginning of this arc as well. So that the nine tails inside of her.
She said she studied up on that during the 3 years.
Yeah, but she has Naruto say it for the first time directly to her. But yeah, then of course you got the promise of a lifetime, in which Sakura, only having Naruto turn to Sasuke's left, asks her to please bring him home. Naruto, while still a bit heartbroken that Sakura still favors Sasuke over her, but understands how she's feeling, and decides that he will keep this promise because he will do this for her because if it makes her happy. Though granted, it seems Sakura at this moment also realized that Naruto does actually deep down understand her. Now, arguably, probably Kishimoto might have made Sakura kind of forgot this when even I can tell how much he loves you. But nevertheless, it is still like a very touching moment of Naruto putting Sakura's happiness besides himself, but Naruto not realizing that Sakura is perhaps slowly starting to like understand her.
Yeah,
But Sakura's starting to understand that Naruto's always there for her. And of course, we've got the Gaara trying to protect Naruto from Gaara, which Sakura, of course, let's see, always let's see, Sakura's life is in danger after Gaara, let's see, trapped her when she was trying to protect Sasuke after he was disabled from his fight against Gaara. And while Naruto does, of course, vow to protect both everyone, including those he cares about in Team 7, let's see, we see just how much during the course of the fight, Gaara, when he's captured and about to kill Sakura, Naruto is extremely determined to make sure that she is safe, and in many ways, a strong motivation to keep on fighting during the thing. And Naruto even gets a bit of a war. He doesn't realize this, but when Sakura asks Sasuke that you're the one who saved him, it's like Sasuke saying, no, it was Naruto. And this is where this arguably begins the sort of long development of Sakura realizing that Naruto will always be there for her.
Yeah, I just love the smile at the end after Sasuke told her that.
Yeah. So
I'm surprised Sasuke even admitted that Naruto beat him.
Let's see. Well, I think it's because Sasuke has to acknowledge that he did not do it, and as a result, it's more of his own frustrations as well. As he doesn't want praise for stuff he didn't do. But yeah, anyway, number 5, reunion in part 2, which after 2 to 3 years of not seeing each other, as Naruto's gone off to train with Jiraiya to come back stronger. Betsy and Sakura learning under Tsunade. The two reunite, and arguably you see them both blushing at each other. Sakura seemingly impressed and maybe even slightly attracted to how tall Naruto is, even attempting to flirt with her. Of course, Naruto, still being clueless about girls, ends up saying the wrong thing. Now, arguably, in his mind, of course, Sakura hasn't changed and Sakura's always perfect, if you will. But that's not really the word Sakura wanted to hear.
I can see him thinking that.
And let's see, because I think Sakura's always looks good in his eyes, but unfortunately, Sakura wanted the return of the compliment about we're both matured. Unfortunately, Naruto eventually killed it a bit more when after Konohama did his sexy jutsu, Naruto at a moment feels like, nah, you shouldn't be doing jutsus like that anymore. And Sakura feels like she's impressed by this more mature Naruto. He goes and ruins. I got a new super sexy jutsu. And as a result, she ends up beating him for just like, what happened to all that admiration? Where Naruto, let's see, 1 step forward, 2 step backwards, if you will.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it shows that Sakura can be attracted to Naruto.
I still to this day think if they would have been married, he wouldn't be the awful father he is. But we're getting off track.
Let's see, but yeah. And let's see, where was I? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Then, of course, Sakura feeding Naruto. No, that's your one. Let's see.
I think yours is the pain hug.
Yeah, the pain hug invasion. After, of course, we know when the pain arc, let's see, when Pain destroyed Konoha, Sakura cried for Naruto's name because at that point she believes that only Naruto can save them now. He arrives, showing that once again he'll always be there for her when she cries out. Let's see, defeats Pain and all that stuff. And not only that, has managed to make the miracle of getting everyone revived after talking to Pain. Let's see, the village finally starts celebrating Naruto as a hero and Sakura. Let's see, maybe also perhaps in response a bit of like realizing that, oh, Hinata really likes Naruto. Let's see, but more of like probably just more of like her own appreciation for Naruto saving them. Comes out and hugs him and thanks him for everything he's done. And arguably, she does this in front of the entire village. And you can see this is a big deal because you can see all the sort of kids around Naruto that were there earlier sort of blushing and looking in shock. like this is like, let's see, like, ooh, is this like his girlfriend or something? Like, arguably, this looks like a very big statement towards the village. And from my understanding, such public displays of affection in Japan society usually only really done with couples, from my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but heck. Then let's see. The fourth one is Sakura. Let's see. Wait, no, that's the third one. I think. Sakura saving Naruto's life in the walk, which of course is the CPR scene, in which let's see, Sakura's worst fears happened with regards to Naruto's, like he's finally lost the tailed beast, and as a result, he is dying. She's trying everything she can to prevent him from dying, even though she's like had a bit of a moment, like let's see, crying at the possibility that Naruto could actually die. And then, of course, using her medical ninjutsu to like keep Naruto alive by pumping his heart in her hand, if you will, and also attempting to keep him alive with the kiss of life, aka CPR, which is not technically a romantic kiss, though arguably, yes, the sort of lips locking, which normally, if you looked at early part one, Sakura, she would never do that.
We'll go half on that.
Yeah. Now, arguably, yeah, let's see, when that scene first came out, it's probably more of Nahina fans that reacted more negatively, like about that, about kissing or something.
Yeah, they jumped the gun on that one.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
I've always wondered, what if Naruto woke up?
Yeah, I was saying to that. Well, I think he would probably be I think he's gone and died into heaven, but yeah, but
I do want to bring up that Sakura is like the only reason the war won, because she kept him alive that whole time.
Arguably, yes, that is a case which, let's see, some fans might try to deny this, but that is the case. Let's see, and during this, when she's trying to keep him alive, thinking that we're so close to your dream, where she believes that Naruto is finally there, reaching the goal, and shows just how much she's come to support his dream of becoming Hokage. Arguably, you could say she is Naruto's biggest supporter, and we've got
doubted him.
Let's see. We've got someone from Biopolus 1112 saying Sasuke X Revolution, best ship. Bunch of like emojis. Let's see. Sasuke in his let's see Revolution, and we've got. Let's see. And Biopolus 122 saying Sakura turning back to the flower to Mecha Naruto in that filler episode. Arguably, yeah, I haven't really seen that filler, but my understanding, Naruto gave Sakura a flower, tell her to look after this. And after he defeated the Mecha Naruto, Sakura turned it back, saying that you kept your word of defeating Mecha Naruto. So arguably, a very nice touching moment, which was a bit surprising because the Naruto Storm Revolutions games made that a very...
That was a completely different story.
Yes. And
that was more like CyberConnect's NH fic with that.
Oh yeah, having
I remember
fall in love with Mitzi Hinata, as he calls it, Miss Hinata in the English, so if you will. But yeah, so we had that moment there, which but in surprising ended up being a NaruSaku moment, which for many of us was like that was actually fun since we didn't really
I don't think we can still do that after the ending.
Expect that to be a NaruSaku moment. But yeah. Sorry, what?
I didn't think they could still do that after the ending in the anime.
I think this happened before the ending, to be fair. And
I know, with all the filler, they're dragging it out.
Yeah. Let's see. Sakura looking outside the window at Naruto Shippuden's manga panda is also good. Yeah, well, the anime dragged out. I'm pretty certain the Mecha Naruto filler thing came before the manga's ending and all that.
I think I remember that too. I remember it was being in October.
Yeah.
I remember the game was like the same year the ending happened.
Yeah.
The Revolution game.
Yeah, Revolutions came out the same year, but let's see, it was still before the ending actually happened. Let's see, we've got another Sakura waiting for Naruto to return with Jiraiya after training. Yeah, that's a good moment. But yeah. And let's see, hold on. I got a bit distracted. Tenchi Bridge. Let's see, arguably Sakura seeing just what the Nine Tails can actually do to Naruto, the transformation, seeing what he's becoming as a result of trying to bring back Sasuke, and this hurts her. She tries to snap him out of it, saying, I'll try and save Sasuke, just mostly trying to prevent Naruto from going for that transformation, thinking maybe she can snap him out of it. maybe thinking like what happened with the forest death, but not realizing just how much the Nine Tails' grip has on Naruto at this point. He has no control, unlike let's see Sasuke, who still had a choice back then, if you will. And then seeing just what Yamato had to do to like seal and remove, and just seeing the damage it does. Wanted to learn the wood style technique to try and help Naruto, but apparently can't because only those with Hashirama's DNA can. Thinking that she can do so little for Naruto with Yamato. Let's see, saying it's what you feel and all that stuff. And for the first time, implying that Sakura's feelings for Naruto might be more than just friendship, but of course, Naruto wakes up just as about when he's about to say so.
It's always
Naruto,
something.
Yeah. It's just that, let's see, that the classic interruption. And then finally, Ayu, his girlfriend. This was arguably the Naruto Sakura moment when that first came out, when I first started shipping it, I guess, if you will. And which, after like the whole handhold fiasco, this moment sort of brought hope to NaruSaku fans again, where Minato has arrived into the battlefield. Sakura has just gave a rousing speech about how what they can do to help Naruto, if you will. Minato shows up, and then sensing something close between Naruto and Sakura, asks Sakura, "Are you his girlfriend?" with Naruto saying, "That's more or less it," confirming that Naruto still technically wants to be in a relationship with Sakura. Sakura, being a bit embarrassed by the whole thing, knocks Naruto's forehead. Granted, not necessarily denying it, but still. It seems like, let's see, but doing that classic dynamic, which allows Minato to realize this girl very much reminds me of Kushina, confirming that Sakura is indeed a Kushina parallel, arguably the girl that is most like her, which arguably should mean that they get together. Granted, they didn't, and Kishimoto tries to argue that, oh no, it's a
Red
it's
herring.
a red herring, which I think is poppycock. It's just more of like
Yeah,
you just
you
change
don't
last.
do a red herring and then ignore your main couple for that long.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, arguably it should have been the moment that should have sealed the deal for NaruSaku. Unfortunately, it didn't, but nevertheless, it was a moment that in Ritzy brought passion back to NaruSaku after the whole handheld thing. Though, granted, Road to Ninja did also help beforehand. But yeah, and we've got one more comment from by Pablo saying, "Did you guys see the Sakura blush when Ino said Naruto used to have a crush on her in that episode? Naruto and Hito's wedding, CP Studio Parrot was trolling. I've only seen a GIF of it, but I have not watched it. I refuse to watch the episode.
Me,
I think I remember that, but I really didn't even care during that arc, to be fair.
yeah, I was like, that's the first time I've heard about it. I haven't seen it. I've never.
I mean, it's Ino, so I'd buy she'd probably bring that up, but it's been a while and I really can't even bring myself to care about that arc.
Yeah, I don't give a shit either.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's see, and I've just hold on. Okay, I've just realized I spelt Vanitas' name wrong, so I'm just going to quickly edit that. But let's see. Hold on, wait. Let me just check. For display name, copy, edit, paste. There we go. Save changes. Okay, now that we've gotten our own reasons for picking our moments, among the three of us, we're now going to pick. We're going to reveal what have we chosen as the top 10 amongst the three of us. And the first one is, are you his girlfriend? Let's see. That is our number 10th choice, which, of course, we have just given each of our reasons, but I suppose, why did we pick this one as number 10?
I think we picked it because we thought it was going to be a moment that'll seal NaruSaku for us.
Yeah, arguably this should have been the seal the deal one, and as it did confirm that Kushina and Sakura are indeed the parallels.
Yeah.
What about anything else you want to say about Vanitas? Or
I just think it was just a really cute moment where Minato just sees who his son should have been with.
yeah, it's like basically
It's really
it's
the first
father
time he's
meeting-
actually meeting his son, like
Yeah.
legitimately, like in the seal.
Yeah, let's see, Minato has no memories of the seal inside of him that does this. So, but you had the nice So yeah, it's like for him the first time doing this, and arguably this is like basically wondering, is this going to be my future daughter-in-law? Basically,
And he
yeah.
wishes that in heaven, or what afterlife they're in.
And to be fair, I don't. It seems like whatever memories they have in the afterlife do not come back into the world of living. So, who knows? But
I guess not.
But yeah, but let's see. Maybe one way, perhaps it's best that Minato does not know who Naruto
Oh,
ended
he's
up
probably
with.
watching, but fuming.
Yeah, perhaps.
You know,
But yeah,
Kushina's probably fuming.
yeah.
Yeah,
Arguably,
I remember this one comic where he saw his parents again and said, "I see you got together with this girl," and she said, "Oh no, I got this together with this girl named Hinata. I barely knew her, yet we got married and had some
I
kids."
think I know that one where he's on this like huge tirade.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and both Kushina and Minato gave him a blank stare, and Jiraiya came in and was like, "What?"
Walked away.
yeah. Arguably, so yeah. But yeah, arguably, this moment has basically got the comedy. It's got a sort of confirmation of like parallels, and it shows that Naruto still likes Sakura despite the controversy of like the confession that some people saying that Naruto was done with her. But yeah, that's clearly not the case. Anyway,
I argue it's more TC really didn't even follow up on like a lot of these scenes and see Sakura explain herself.
But yeah. Anyway, time for number 9. I don't want to see your dreams crushed. We've put this as our number 9 amongst the three of us. And arguably, like I think we've all stated, this is when Sakura first, starts to acknowledge Naruto's dream of becoming Hokage. And arguably trying to put his needs before her own, and also for her own. And since she doesn't want Naruto to fail. Granted, even though Sasuke would probably be a bit mad if she did this, but nevertheless, Sakura chooses.
He'll get over it.
Let's see, but nevertheless, this is the first time you could say Sakura put Naruto over Sasuke in a sense. Let's see.
I mean, if they actually follow through with their rules,
Let's see. We've got a little comment from Bipopulous 1122 saying technically Sakura is a girl and his friend's hence girlfriend.
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's the excuse I've often seen. Let's see. That you sometimes see Narahina fans use, but frankly, I'm pretty certain Naruto, when he's saying more or less that is probably telling his dad, yeah, this is the girl I want. But anyway.
So I will counter the Hinata thing is, did you even remember them actually really even being friends the entire series?
Let's see. Hinata was a weird girl that Naruto knew. And yes, you could argue Hinata tried to show Naruto his exams during this part of the whole thing. Let's see. The way she was doing it would have definitely gotten them caught if Naruto actually looked at her results. And probably expelled both her team and Naruto's team.
Yeah, I don't buy it as a cute. I buy it as a she was being selfish for herself. Well,
Again,
Sakura was
really could have followed
selfless.
through in the rules they had, or at least that Ibiki placed on them.
Yep. Anyway, on to number 8. Sakura learns about the Jinchuriki and how they die. Basically, after Chio mentioned the word Jinchuriki, Sakura, of course, sees the words, asks about Jinchuriki, learns that's what Naruto is, and basically what happens, asks if what happens if a tailed beast is removed for her, perhaps thinking maybe there's a way to save Naruto from the pain of being the Nine Tails host, but learns that if that is the case, if a tailed beast is removed from its host, the host dies.
Unless you're B, Obito, and Madara.
Okay, yeah, that's more some Kishimoto stuff, Betsy, retconning down the line, but Betsy, nevertheless.
If they stuck with this, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, but yeah. Nevertheless, Betsy, despite a few Betsy exceptions later down the line, Sakura ends up realizing that Naruto's life surely is just how much Naruto's life is in danger with the Akatsuki trying to hunt her down, basically. So that is arguably the reason why we have put this one here. Let's see. The team up against Kakashi in the bell test as number 7. So why have we put this one here?
I like it because it actually shows how good teamwork the two of them have.
Yeah, how good of a battle couple they are.
Oh yeah, this is arguably the first time they've worked together. Yes, the anime is a bit more extra with the fillers, even if it's just rehashing all the stuff that happened in the first bell test, if you will. But nevertheless, we see the two working together here briefly and getting a glimpse of their skills. We particularly see Sakura unleashing one of Tsunade's strength things, and while she basically terrifies both Naruto and Kakashi with her strength, you can't help but see Naruto's also being a bit impressed by thinking, see, I gotta be careful what I say around Sakura, she really killed me. And even though the word sounds like Naruto's scared, you can see by his face reaction that he's actually very much impressed with the girl that she grows up and admire. Let's see, and arguably you see
how much she's improved.
Yeah, you see how much she's improved, and arguably you even see another scene when she later down the line of the whole Sakura using her medical skills to save Konkuro's life. Basically, it's just a collage of Naruto being impressed by Sakura's development, if you will.
But yeah. I feel their trust got a lot better over when they got back together in the bell test.
Yeah, and arguably there's the moment where they're discussing Kakashi's weakness and Sakura just being very impressed with Naruto and how to Ritzy figured out how to beat Kakashi.
I thought that was impressive too, especially when she praised him.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, the next one is Naruto's vows to save Sakura during the Gaara fight. Where, let's see, Gaara, of course, captures Sakura during the fight and Naruto using the best skills he can to try and save her. Why have we picked this one?
I like it because it actually shows how he knows how serious this is and how in danger his team is, and he has to do something about it.
Yeah, I also love it's a typical boy saves the girl. I usually hate that, but I love it in this case.
Yeah, arguably, this does have the stereotype of damsel in distress, but I think given but I think arguably in the circumstances, we see how it takes place. It's not like now, okay, yes, you have many people saying Sakura is useless in part 1, but nevertheless, let's see her moment there does prevent.
I think compared to who else?
Let's see. But Sakura's actions in trying to protect Sasuke does prevent Gaara from killing Sasuke at that moment. And even gives Gaara some PTSD of his own Iruka, if you will, once trying to protect people and all that stuff. But perhaps maybe even triggers the memories. But of course for Naruto, it is of course a main motivation of why he needs to keep fighting. All that stuff. You even get a little tease from the little frog saying that Sakura is Naruto's little girlfriend. Gamakichi, I think it is. To their dad.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
Naruto was dying at first.
Yeah, but And it also leads to like that moment of like Sasuke down the line of Sasuke confessing that Naruto's the one that saves her. But yeah. Anyway. Number 5, Reunion Part 2. Okay, why have we picked this as number 5?
I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, Kentucky walking out on us, but yeah. Anyway. So
Do you want me to go until he gets back?
Yes, please.
I think I put it here because I like seeing like how they evolved over the time, like seeing each other, what they've been doing over the 3 years.
Oh yeah, basically they've come back to each other. They've reunited. You can see a sort of mutual attraction, if you will, with their blushing. Let's see. Sakura, for the first time ever, attempts to flirt with Naruto, though of course Naruto, being clueless,
Yeah.
sort of spoils the moment. Yeah, but arguably, it shows that Sakura is and can be willing to flirt with like a Naruto if the situation requires it. Okay.
I do like that it's also completely different to how they started, like when they first became a team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the dynamic is a lot better than how it started.
I think she was starting to find him handsome there too.
Yes, we've sort of discussed that. The only thing is, Naruto's just not yet that mature enough to realize Sakura's flirting and perhaps realize that she's starting to get impressed with him when he's being, try not to do the sexy no jutsu thing, only to like say, no, I've got a much more better one version of it. But yeah, arguably it's got the nice, moments and as well as a few funny comedy ones, as comedy is a factor of a good romance.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyway, for number 4, we have Sakura trying to feed Naruto. This was decided as our 4th moment between the 3 of us, where after the Kakuzu fight, Naruto's arm's injured, Sakura's healing, talking about how they're closer to reaching the goal. Sakura, remembering this, decides, you know what, I'll feed you since you can't do it. And Naruto's like, oh my god, Sakura's trying to feed me. But then, of course, Sai ruins the moment. He gets a bit of a fissy fit about that. Kakashi comes in, and well, he ends up feeding Naruto.
Offers it too, but
yeah. So why have we picked this one as the number 4?
Yeah, I agree. That was number 4.
I like it because again, I feel like each arc their bond is like growing stronger and stronger. It's like building upon what started.
Yeah, me too.
So this is more of them growing stronger as a bond, basically. That is why.
At least I kind of like it being it's slow and building up instead of being too fast.
Mm-hmm. So this is more like one of those slow building.
I think the blush sealed it for me when she's. Yes, is Sakura gonna feed?
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. So arguably the blushing also helps. Number 3, Sakura saving Naruto's life with CPR. Why have we picked this as number 3?
Because I picked it because it's how far she'll go for him even more.
Yeah. Then they kind of need him for the war, but overall, she's pretty much doing it to save him.
So basically, it's a vital moment in the story of making sure Naruto doesn't die, otherwise the world is doomed. But it's also more of a very personal one because Sakura wants to make sure Naruto wants to stay alive, partly because of her own feelings and also partly because they're so close to achieving his goal of becoming Hokage at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that is why we have chosen this as number 3.
And really, because I don't think Gura can fly fast enough to get to Minato.
No.
Yeah, Gura basically came to Tsunade, but of course Tsunade is out of chakra, basically, and said that Sakura still has enough to keep Naruto alive. And arguably, we get the moment of Sakura holding out his hand, having their lips touch, even though it's not technically a romantic kiss, but still, nevertheless, that happened
He
first.
kissed her. He kissed her first before Hinata, or she
Yeah,
kissed him first before Hinata.
Yeah. Granted, arguably, Sasu Nara fans will probably get to say, or Nara Sasu
Yeah,
fans,
we
it's still
get it.
technically not the
That
first
was his
kiss.
first kiss. We get
Yeah.
it.
But yeah,
Still,
but still,
Hinata was third place.
yeah, but it's nice a little moment for a girl that once got mad that Naruto stole Sasuke's first kiss over her. So yeah. Anyway, number 2 is Sakura Tenchi Bridge. Okay. Why have we picked this moment as our number 2?
We picked because I think we picked it because Sakura's devotion towards Naruto. No matter what, she's always going to be devoted to him. And we also like the part where Yamato almost said, "You must really love." He was gonna say, "You must really love Naruto."
Yeah, he was gonna say that totally.
Yeah. So okay, Vanitas, why do you think this moment?
I like because it also shows like there is some like consequences to her promise that she made. Like this is then her feelings too. Because it wasn't always going to be easy, but there are consequences.
Let's see. Okay, so this is perhaps Sakura. So basically, from what I can tell, Kentucky is saying this is Sakura's devotion, though. I think that's more of like more. I'm going to emphasize that more about her feelings towards Naruto, seeing just what kind of state the Nine Tails leaves him in if he doesn't, snap out of it, if you will. And as a result, says that you don't have to go after Sasuke. I will do to try this for his sake, but also implying that her feelings for Naruto are much more than what she herself realizes when Yamato comments. But basically, it's a mix of seeing the state that Naruto is when he has to deal being the Nine Tails host, just what sometimes the downside of her promise can be. As well as like Yamato implying there's more between Sakura's feeling more than what some believe. But yeah. Anyway, I suppose now for our number 1 pick is the hug after pain. Oops, I think I've misspelled let's see hug. Let me just let's see edit that. Let's see save. There we go. The hug after pain. Okay, why have we picked this as our number 1 NaruSaku moment?
Honestly, I thought this is where they would actually get together. Honestly,
Yeah, me too.
So basically, this is like the moment that feels like, yeah, these two are a couple, or they're just about to be a couple.
yeah.
I suppose when when you've saved basically your home village from like the biggest threat that's ever attacked it, probably since
At that moment,
given the fact, and that's actually managed to destroy the village, given the fact that there was a Nine Tails attack, 16 years ago, which of course caused, the fourth Hokage's death, and then the invasion of Kahona from like the Sound and the Sand village, which managed to appeal, but the third Hokage died. But this one here, you actually got a bad guy that actually did it. Sakura wanting Naruto to come
pretty much
cry
destroyed the whole village.
Sorry, what?
And
Pretty much nuked the whole village.
Yeah.
And I just love Sakura's moment when she yelled, "Naruto!" Kate, I watched the English dub and Kate Higgins pulled it off. She's the best. She is to Sakura like Lucy Christian is to Nami.
Fair enough. But yeah, so basically, as a result of doing this, Naruto comes in, saves the day. She thanks him and hugs him as a result. But it's also arguably a very big display of affection. And I wouldn't be surprised if anyone in the crowd thought, like, okay, these two are definitely a couple.
Especially Hinata. And
oh, yeah, she definitely had a very interesting look. Now, on one hand, she didn't look upset, but at the same time, I am curious to see what was on her mind at that time, because on one hand, she seemed happy, but at the same time didn't look upset. But whether or not this implies that Hinata, if Naruto chooses Sakura over her, she probably would have accepted it or not. But who knows?
I would have bought that, honestly.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm on hiatus with the Kingdom Hearts one Naruto fic, and I'm having that happen. Right now, I'm doing Naruto One Piece, but
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this, Blue, when Leon even admitted, like, Juvia loves Gray, and he just backs away from Fairy Tail.
Oh, yeah. Basically, this sort of display affection kind of thing, but yeah. No, arguably, yes. No, it didn't happen and become a couple, but arguably, with these moments, you can see why. But anyway, I think we've now covered all the moments, but just to recap, we've put, for this discussion, number 10, are you his girlfriend? Let's see, 9, I don't see your dreams crushed. 8, Sakura learns about the Jinchuriki and how they die. 7, the team up against Kakashi's bell test. Let's see, 6, Naruto's vows to save Gaara's fight. And let's see, 5, their reunion, part 2. In part 2, Sakura trying to feed Naruto is number 4. And Sakura saving Naruto's life, CPR. Tenchi Bridge, and of course, the pain hug. So those are all our moments. Those are all the ones we chose between the three of us. After, like, of course, that long discussion, which for those who do not recall, which I think Fanita said the hug after pain, Minako asking girlfriend question, Tenchi Bridge, CPR, trying to feed Naruto, saying he'll protect Sakura from Gaara, trying to raise her hand to protect Naruto's dream, Sakura believing in Naruto against Kiba, showing just how much that she's come to believe that Naruto can win her fights against her enemies, if you will. Sakura saying she won't be dead weight, vowing to make sure that they will protect, that she will be able to help Naruto this time against Sasuke. Naruto isn't a coward. The first time she ever stood up against Sasuke, and of course, let's see, Naruto and Sakura's reunion. You put basically 11 there, and Kentucky, of course, CPR. Sakura raising her hand, Naruto saving her from Gaara, Sakura feeding Naruto meeting Sakura in part 2, charming forehead, them planning against Kakashi, Tenchi Bridge, the hug after pain, and Kushina saying find a girl like her, or which was basically confirmed. And for me, I've basically put Ayu's girlfriend, Tenchi Bridge, Sakura saving Naruto's life and walk, the hug and pain, reunion in part 2, Naruto's vows to protect Sakura during the fight against Gaara. Promise of a lifetime. Sakura learns how the Jinchuriki dies. I don't see your dreams crushed, and chopsticks. Basically, those are moments that we've put. Now, arguably, these were just what we put for the stream, and arguably there are probably some moments that we might swap down the line if we think about it. But it goes to show you just how many moments of NaruSaku there are throughout this manga, especially with this collage, of course, once again. Let's see, as chat has put forward, if you will, that there's so many moments. There is no right or wrong answer. Every NaruSaku
I admire dedication for that.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, NaruSaku has a lot of moments in which we can pick from Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto and Sakura, a lot more than, of course, Naruto and Hinata and Saku, despite what they say in those ships supposed to be canon. But nevertheless, since it is NaruSaku Day, for all you NaruSaku fans out there, now would be a good time to look back at arguably your favorite moments in the manga, whether you've got the volumes or not, or if you can find them online, or even watch an episode, I guess, that heavily features Naruto and Sakura. Regardless of it as, there's a lot of fun. I would go into the anime moments, but at the moment, I'm a bit running out of time for that, and so I'll probably either do that either do a follow-up stream, perhaps, of maybe NaruSaku moments in filler moments in the anime / movies. But at the moment, tomorrow I've got another discussion of, let's see, the top 10 moments of the manga with someone else. But for now, let's see, I'm fine with what we've discussed here. So, Vanitas, Kentucky, thank you for your time. Before we wrap up the stream, is there anything else you want to say?
Not really.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. No matter what happens, even in 100 years from now, I will still ship this couple, even until the
Same.
day I died.
I will too.
Yes, and who knows? Maybe perhaps let's see down the line let's see there's more people read the manga then. Perhaps they'll see like, oh, Naruto and Sakura probably should have gone together.
Hey, I just
Who
gotta.
knows?
I mean, it's already kind of happening right now.
Yeah, I just thought of something funny.
Okay.
You know, what if in a live action Naruto, the creator of the show said, let's make the ending NaruSaku.
Let's see. Now that would be interesting, but I guess it really depends on how much leeway they can do with that kind of thing, because arguably they're going to have to try and respect the source material as much as possible. Though, let's see, the more likely scenarios they try and see if they can make Saku and Narahina look less toxic or less developed, if you will. That's probably what you're more likely to see. But
Depends how much Kishimoto has involvement, like how Oda's involved in the live action One Piece.
yeah, it would really depend on like involvement and whether or not, or just how much they're allowed to differentiate from the manga. But that will be a discussion for another day. Anyway, I think with that said, let's see. I'm Blue Star Saber.
I'm NaruSaku Kentucky.
And VanitasDS.
Yes, and let's see. We're just about more or less finished with this stream just before an hour reaches, which I'm a bit surprised at, but I suppose I am a little rushing. But never mind. For those who end up listening this to stream, particularly the user Bipapolodus1122, thank you for your comments. Let's see for the stream. I hope everyone else who ends up watching this enjoys what we had to say. Whether or not do you agree with our list or disagree, feel free to type and share in the comments. But for now, we are signing off. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye for now.
Bye.